in the heart of the River Kingdoms lies an old Pathfinder lodge, once thought lost. A lodge shrouded in secrecy and mystery, driving many to believe that its goals are not that of exploration, but of more nefarious purposes. Recently, an unknown venture captain has reopened the lodge and recruited a new group of Pathfinder agents to do its bidding. Whether their goals are to benefit the society or something much more sinister is yet to be seen. Welcome to Tales from the Black Lodge.
Hey everyone, welcome to Rule for Combat Tales from the Black Lodge. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, we continue where we last left off with yet more fighting. Also, this is a strange episode. I'm going to tell you why. Because there's so much fighting in this tale, I have to really be careful how I cut it because I don't like to cut it in the middle of fights. And because there was PaizoCon last week, I have not had a lot of time to edit the episodes this week. So this one's a little bit shorter than usual. I mean, it's still an hour long. But what I did is I actually combined the end of one session with the beginning of another session. So what I do is at the beginning of every session, I do one of those last we left off things where I recap what happened. And I'd say about 85% of the time, I keep those in the episode. But every so often, I will combine two episodes and I cut out the last where we left off. I just cut it out of the episode and I just find a good place to splice it and it sounds like it's one seamless episode. However, we had some really funny banter at the beginning of the next session. So, about 40 minutes into this episode, you're going to hear me just go right into and last where we left off, and then I go through what happened. I just kept it in. I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm just letting you know right now. So if it sounds like, hey, wait, did I miss something? Now, the answer is we actually combine the end of one session with the beginning of a new session. And I just kept it in. So you will hear basically how we start off another session in the middle of this session. And I also don't keep in a fight because, again, this would have been probably like a 2.5 hour episode if I kept in another battle. So the episodes are probably going to be kind of weird lengths because, you know, depending on the length of these battles, I might have one battle or I might have two battles. And in this case, if I kept in another battle, this episode would have gone well over 2 hours because there was a very, very complex battle coming up later. It's not a spoiler. There's tons of battles in this tale. It's just a very combat-heavy tale, so there's just going to be lots, and expect, these episodes to be kind of strange lengths. I try to always make them at the bare minimum. I try to make them no shorter than 50 minutes, close to an hour whenever possible. But after that, anything's gravy. I try to keep it within an hour to about an hour and a half. And recently they've been going a little longer, some almost as much as 2 hours, just because of the way they end up being cut. So just be aware of that. You're not having a stroke if you hear me talking about and when we last left off at 40 minutes in. And something else that happens this episode is that I don't misread the rule, but I read the rule, and this is something that happens a lot in Pathfinder, is that they have a very tight amount of space when it comes to the rules. And I've said this before, is that the Pathfinder rulebook was originally 800 pages long. And they had to cut it down to whatever it is now. It's like, 500-600 pages? But they had to cut it way down. So they really try to use as few words as possible whenever describing a rule. And sometimes it gets really confusing when you read a rule because it's so short. And one of those rules is grab an edge. When you read it and you just don't even think about it, it's very easy to sort of mess up the rule. I keep in that discussion of where I say one thing and then we go through it and we discuss it and we come to the conclusion of how the rule's supposed to work and then I correct it. And that's pretty common. We often will do that, is that the rule on rules is that the very first time a rule comes up and we use it, I usually try to either discuss it with the group so that we understand what the rule is, and then from there on, we always get it right. But of course, the very, very first time it comes up, and if it's a confusing rule, we might spend, 3-5 minutes discussing it as a group to understand how it's supposed to work. And one thing that's nice is, since I have Vanessa on the stream this week, she is an expert at the rules. She develops for Paizo. She looks at the rules constantly, is always thinking about them. So using her as someone to confer as a GM is nice. Sometimes when I confer with the players, they don't always think about the rules or never saw them before. So the rule's new to them as much as it's new to me. But for Vanessa, most times she knows the rule, she's seen the rule, and she's already thought about the rule. So it makes it really, really nice when we get to discuss them. So a few quick show notes. PaizoCon I thought was a great success. I went into a lot of detail of what I thought about PaizoCon if you listen to Extinction Curse 3-Ring Adventure, so you can listen to that intro. But long story short is I thought it was a lot of fun. It felt like PaizoCon. It was nice to see everyone talking about the upcoming products from Paizo and to see the people from Paizo. And we got to play our Tales from the Black Lodge with Eric Mona, and it went great. I was really nervous. I never get nervous. I'm like one of those people. I just don't get nervous. I do big presentations at Fortune 500 companies in front of CEOs and billionaires, and it doesn't faze me at all. But like doing this little thing of a game on Twitch live was like making me really scared. Not that I was going to mess up, but something with the technology out of my control would mess up. And it did happen. If you're watching the game, about halfway through there was an issue with Roll20, but thankfully, thank God, it fixed itself, and after like 2 or 3 minutes it just went away. But oof, I was getting a little worried there. And if you want to watch it, if you missed it, just go to our YouTube channel. You can find it. Just go to YouTube and type Roll for Combat, or go to rollforcombat.com, click on the YouTube link, and you can see the entire episode. You can actually see the battle map. You can see all of us in video, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and we invented some cool gambling games in the middle of the episode. You can steal those for your table. I think your people would like them, and yeah, check it out. Also, don't forget, you only got about a week left to put in your monsters for the RPG Superstar contest. So just go to rpgsuperstar.com, don't forget, and you can put in up to 3 monsters and you can win lots of prizes. Doesn't cost anything, totally free. Also, check out our Patreon if you want to watch us, just like you did at PaizoCon. $10 a month, you can watch us whenever we're live for Extinction Curse or Tales from the Black Lodge. We're doing a brand new one with Param right now. That one is really cool. It's very out of the box. It's unlike any other adventure that you've probably ever seen before. It doesn't have really combat, and it doesn't really have social encounters. It's all building. It's really cool. And definitely check that one out. And then finally, don't forget, check out our Discord channel. If you were at PaizoCon and you were having a lot of fun playing games, you can continue that fun. Just go to discord.rollforcombat.com. We have a new game starting approximately 1 every 3 days. That's how many games we do. And Pathfinder and Starfinder, or if you want to run your own games, you can. Nothing's stopping you. So just check out discord.rollforcombat.com, and we got tons of players, over 250 tables going on. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's show. You walk up to the large keep. Mr. Peepers runs in through the front door. Everyone's following, going, "Mr. Peepers, wait!" As you know, he's always gets way too excited. It is midday, and as soon as you walk through the front door, you come to a large room that features a pair of interwinding staircases leading to the next level along the southern wall. Lying in poorly arranged piles against the wall to the north are some loose bags spilling over with lengths of copper wire, various stones, and gemstones, cogs, wheels, and other devices. Though the room's northwest corner appears to have been recently swept clean. And in addition, you see... Don't move.
Wait, I thought Mr. Peeper was up front.
Chris Beamer is playing Thorgan the Lion, a dwarf redeemer champion.
Oh no, he's just directing the group. Leadership position.
John Statz is playing Mr. Peepers, a halfling thief rogue.
You see in front
An
of you
otter! It's
directly
an otter!
a otter-looking creature. It's called a kobold, but if you want to call them otters, you may if you wish. They look like these little itty-bitty little baby dragons, although they're not. And you see them all. The ones in the north appear to be playing a game of some sort, and the one to the south sees you as it was kind of resting on the spear and just says something in its language. It's like, rah, 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 rah. It's like alarm, I guess.
Nick Knox, you speak
Sewer dragons.
You speak, Cobalt with a K?
Unfortunately, I do not think so. What do I no. The closest I got is I got Draconic. Draconic. I can try Draconic.
Seth Lipton is playing Nixnox, a goblin fire elementalist sorcerer.
Roll for combat!
Well, guess what? That's what they were saying. They were saying in Draconic. And he was saying, alarm, alarm. And Mr. Peepers is up first in initiative. And, well, you can see what you can see. So whatever your character sees is what your character can see. So you might want to move in a little.
We should be civilized and attempt to parlay and give them the opportunity to attack first and then kill them.
Now, you're in a very narrow corridor. It's 10 wide. So that's why you're in a double column. But Mr. Peepers, you're up first. Just waiting
Yeah,
for
I'm looking
you.
for my languages to see if I know Draconic. Draconic.
I would say no chance.
Draconic? I can tell you there's no chance.
I say I've been getting ridiculously lucky on the languages this session.
Yes, that's awesome.
It's
I
crazy.
like that.
Under your character sheet, you have Common, Dwarven, and Halfling. You do not have Draconic. Mr. Peepers only hears gibberish.
Okay, so I see one. Now, are these kobold? Is that what you said? Or
Yeah, they look
Kobolds.
they look like otters,
Okay.
except they've got red scales and they're a little taller.
All right. Well, kobolds are lizards. I'm in sneaking mode, so I'm going to.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
I love how you just
Where do
disappeared into the darkness.
Okay, well, where'd you go, Mr. Peepers? You're going there. Okay, you're like running away towards the stair. He's bleeding
So that's
encounters.
one
He's gonna go to
move,
the
right?
second floor. Yep, that's one
No,
move.
no, that's one move. Okay. For my second move, I'm gonna go. What do I hold down to actually see how far I go?
Right click once to activate it, and then move your character, and then click right again to show if you like how far you moved at that point. That's going upstairs, so you're running upstairs.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's two moves. Okay.
Okay. Okay, you were running upstairs. I
And-
guess you stopped. Yep.
Third move.
Now, one fun thing. Everything in here is dim light. So anyone who does not have dark vision or dim light vision will have a 20% mischance of everything in here.
Okay, so for
Who's
my-
wearing that Wayfinder?
So oh yeah, what is the deal with that Wayfinder?
Wayfinder can give light as per light spell on it. You can activate it as an action.
Who has that?
Probably Nixnox, or was he looking at it last? I don't know.
I was looking at the note.
The note. Well, I'm the one who got it out of the thing, so probably me then.
All right.
Probably you then.
I have dim light vision. So for a free action, can I say there are 4 kobold lizard things to the north that you guys ought to be aware of? And for my third action, I'm going to delay my third action.
You
You can't
can.
delay just
I'm
one action.
joking. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna sit here and go.
But you could ready an action though, right?
No,
You can. That takes 2 actions.
you can't.
Yeah, I only have
Since
one.
I can't see where you are, can you take cover?
Jason McDonald is playing Nella Amberleaf, a human wild druid.
Yeah, he can. He's,
Is there anything you can
he's
take
so
cover
hidden.
against?
He's so hidden.
I'm so hidden. I'm
Mama's up.
basically
You're
right
taking
there.
too
I'm
long.
done.
You're taking too long. Mama's up.
Well, it wasn't that long. ago.
Well, the first thing I'd like to do is recall knowledge about kobolds. Would that be society?
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Mama Millicent, a human fighter.
It is society, cheater.
Got a +4.
kobolds for society?
Yeah,
They're
because
humanoid.
it's humanoids. Yeah. exactly?
Wow.
You actually don't know much about them. You know, they're small
Rotten
humanoids
society.
that try to act like dragons, and they think of themselves as baby dragons. But that's all you know.
Do I know that they call them sewer dragons in Absalom?
Sure, you know that,
Cool.
but you don't remember like their abilities
Yeah.
or anything like that, unfortunately.
You darn
Everyone's
sewer
heard
dragons.
of a sewer dragon.
They infest the Absalom sewers, little rascals. So that was one action. My second action, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my. I'm going to try this katana. I'm going to pull out the katana.
Nice.
Oh boy!
My third action, I'm going to move into the room. Let's give this new sword a whirl, shall we? There's one. Oh yeah, a
You
bunch of them
go.
critters up there.
Go for it.
All right, and that is 2 moves. Or that is 1 move, rather. That's my third action.
Wow,
You're
now
done.
that's bravery. I'm actually learning something about bravery today.
You're learning a lot about bravery every time you breathe, because you are a wimp.
That's very brave. I'm very slow. I only move 20.
You are slow. You're slow
Me
as
too.
can be. So, the kobold sees Mama, and it's like they're all sitting there playing like a dice game, and then sees you pop up, and they're like, ah! So the first thing is he jumps up, grabs the spears and stuff, and then he's going to come over to Mama and try to poke you, because it's not that smart.
Mm.
And tries to poke you with its spear. Does a 5 hit you?
No. Critical miss.
Yeah, it is a terrible, terrible job. And after seeing that, it actually goes, ah! And actually runs back. No, it doesn't. It's
No, wait a
gonna stay
second.
there. What?
Oh, so it grabbed its spear, it moved and attacked. That should be 3 actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So it's done. And then the other one grabs its spear and this time decides to throw its spear at Mama Millicent.
Ooh,
Does a 20 hit you? Finally.
sure does.
3 points of damage as you have a little spear sticking out of you. And it's like, haha! Kill the human! And now the kobold way to the south sees... Now this guy was actually on patrol. Like he was actually kind of ready. So he sees Thorgrim and Nella and Nixnox, and Mr. Peepers is behind the wall. And it decides to throw its spear.
Oh, he sees Mr. Peepers too, I bet.
He does. But he
Oh,
throws
no.
it at... Thorgrim's
Peepers.
right in front of him. Thorgrim is
Naked.
lock, stock, and barrel in front of him, so he throws his spear right at you.
What's the range on spear? Oh, 20, yeah.
It says right there in his attack. You'll see it when I roll, if it goes through.
I catch it.
Ha.
And he rolls
Ah,
a
clank.
natural 1, so it bounces off. It's like he's like, clank, clank. It goes to Trolley. And so the kobold's like, Rah! Does not like that, and he pulls out his sling and reloads it, and he is done. And then finally, the orange one goes, and the orange one is going to also do the same thing, pop up and throw a spear
Oh my
Mama.
goodness.
up.
Oh, ouch.
A 23 will hit Mama. So a little bit of damage to Mama. Not a ton, but some.
All right, you little critters are getting on my nerves.
They're all happy too. They're like, haha! Nixnox is up, way in the back.
Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna try to demoralize them into submission. I'm a little I know this is standard, like, murder hobo D&D style, like, but I'm feeling a bit unconventional, where maybe busting into somebody's house and murdering them all is not necessarily the right thing to do. So I think I'm going to advance. And how many, like, can I coerce, or is that like a 10-minute conversation?
No. Demoralize just makes it frightened 1 or frightened 2. That's it.
There's 2 options here. There's demoralize, which I can do with a glance because I have intimidating gaze. That's a backup. I'm more interested in this right now. I'm more interested in the coerce function of the intimidation skill, where with threats, veiled or overt, I attempt to bully a creature into doing what I want.
And how long does that take?
Oh, I see. You must spend at least a 1 minute conversation.
That's right. It takes a minute.
All right. So I'm going to demoralize them with intimidating glare, and
well, it only does 1. Can't.
All right, fine. I'll do 1. I'll do if I see what the biggest one looks like, then I'll pick that one. Here, 1. Let's see. Let's move into the room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I move 25, and what's the biggest one?
Probably the one standing in front of Mama, the blue one.
That one.
Mm-hmm.
I say in Draconic. You there, drop your weapon, and we will spare your lives. We do not seek your lives or your treasure. Continue opposing us, and we will take both. And I shoot it, and I shoot a glare of burning fire from my eyes into his soul.
You like those dragons, don't
you? An intimidation check.
I don't know, like looking at this just on its face. We don't really know any. Do we know that kobolds are innately evil creatures and all of them must die and they're scourge of the earth? Do we know that, or are these guys just people that are living in an abandoned house somewhere that we just busted in, did a home invasion, and now we're just going to kill them all for no particular reason?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah, maybe we don't want to do that. Maybe I am neutral, but maybe that's an evil action. We shouldn't do that.
We'll find out. Give me an intimidation check.
Okay.
I have this pamphlet I'd like to share with you. It's called "You're in a role-playing game. You're here to kill shit."
Yeah, I know. It's like this the murder hobo style, but I figure I'll give this a go. It's also just to have them alive and be able to ask them questions, what could be actually valuable.
No, I know. I
ask them questions. They're just little sewer dragons.
They've been living here.
Doing what?
Up to no good. For
Intimidation
sure.
of you roll a 24, and that is against its will DC. And
It's fair or bad if somebody that lives here knows something about the place that they're living in.
you critically succeed, so it is super frightened from you. So it is frightened 2. Good job.
Nice.
So that's 2 actions. I have another action.
You moved, yeah, and you did that. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll glare at the next big one. I'll glare at this little purple one that's over here. I'll glare at him too.
Okay, the purple one.
That's pretty good ability. I like it.
You also freak that guy out too as you roll a 26. You critically succeed against that one too. They are not enjoying you. So Nella is up.
Okay, with my first action, I'm going to move out into the room at least enough so I can see Millicent and heal her as needed. But I'm not going to heal her yet. And then I'm going to go back to the more traditional cast produce flame on the orange guy.
Okay.
Ugh, 10.
Nice.
10. That. Oh, it's not a crit miss. It's just a. It's a miss. You miss with a 10. And you're done.
That's my turn.
Thorgrim's up. Thorgrim, finally. The slow poke gets to go.
Yeah, right. Jeez. It looks like that's going to take 2 moves to do that.
25 feet.
Yep. And then I will attack with my trident to the orange one.
Okay.
Okay. That's a hit. Nice and critical, maybe.
25 is a hit. Not critical. Do your damage. A whopping 6 points of damage.
Got a lot of commentary, don't you, tonight? Lots of commentary.
Because I have to, because that's what a podcast is.
No, let's just do it silently. It'll be great radio.
I know. But
You're going to do it in mime.
How about some positive commentary? Yeah, a lot of negative commentary.
Okay.
Well,
How about an excellent
another-
6?
The kobold
we'll
picks
move on to another
up.
player. That will be the positive.
Oh,
commentary.
question.
Hit him
what
with a
is-
proton. That's
they're-
positive.
They're armed with spear, sling, and what else? Do they have any other weapons?
No, that's all I got. So the kobold, last one, picks up its spear, sees Thorgrim attacking his buddy, and he's all like, "Oh no!" and decides to throw his spear at Thorgrim.
Which one's that? Red?
21 hits you. Does 4 points of damage. Take
a whoopping 4.
Take it off.
Yeah.
Take
right
it off
on,
the board.
Yeah, right on your
Take it off the
face.
board.
Right on his nose.
Yeah.
Right in his freaking
Mhm.
face.
I want to see that ripped. I want to see that taken off the board.
He rips off Thorgrim's beard.
Now, Mr. Peepers is hiding in the corner.
Oh, wait, Mr. Peepers. Wow. Okay, so he just gave me a hard time about where is he? Totally in the back doing nothing.
All right, well,
Wow.
I see that there's.
This is why you don't want to
nothing
go
has
down
been
that road.
killed. Well, you've all had turns. Nothing has died since. Okay, so I'm gonna stop screwing around.
Yeah, I think so.
He's moving in. He's moving in. Oh, he's getting close. He's getting close. He's going
That's
up to that
20.
kobold. Mm-hmm.
He's going after the scared one.
Fortunately, so
The scared one. Oh, he's right up to it. It's scared.
actually,
it's worried.
no. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. As
I
you
know.
go to the south of the kobold,
Mhm.
suddenly the floor underneath you falls into a trap door. Give me a reflex save to see if you can catch an edge and not fall in.
Oh, not happy. Reflex?
Mr. Peepers, you found a trap.
Oh, I found a trap, guys.
He found it.
That's a 22. That's a 22. Put it on the board. Put it on the board.
Grab an edge is a reflex. Sorry, it's a reactive action. Now, you don't have to do this. If you want, you can fall into the trap, and it looks like it's a good 20 feet down. So, do you want to fall into the trap, or do you want to try to grab an edge?
Are there ridges at the bottom of the trap?
Well, you rolled a 22. Let's see. What was the DC?
There could be
To not
perfume
fall
and
in.
morsels of chocolate and riches at the bottom of the trap.
Yeah, the catch and edge is typically equal to the DC to climb it.
Okay, I'm looking here.
Well, I mean, I'm not always catching. I could just like bound off to a safe square and then, grab a chocolate or something like that and then attack.
With 22, I think, yeah.
At first level. First level 22.
That's
No,
really
that's what I'm
good.
saying. It's pretty
Yeah.
Or do you humorously almost fall into the pit? You know, where you go,
Well, what's the-
oh.
It actually doesn't have the climb. It doesn't have it. So what's the default climb?
You can just go with what the level is, the base DC, which I think is 14 for level 1.
Correct. So here's what happens. You roll a 22. That's an excellent reflex save. 22 does the following. You have at least one hand free if you grab an edge or handhold, stopping your fall. So, let's see. You still take damage from the distance fallen so far, but you treat the fall as if it was 20 feet shorter. So, you still fall in, but you don't take any damage. So you fall in, and you are now 20 feet down in a trap. So let's draw that on this in the program, shall we?
Wait.
There we go. So you fall in. You're now in a trap. You're 20 feet down. There's wood all over the place as the floor fell out from underneath you. But you managed to slow your fall and take no damage. Good job. Now what
And
do you
there's-
Oh, that's right. You're 20 feet
Okay,
under.
and there's no chocolate and fruit baskets at the bottom of the trap?
There's a lot of water at the bottom, so you might have to like search through the water and find where it is. Mama is up.
I still have an action. I don't know why Mama's up. I still have an
No,
action.
it took 2 actions. It took 2 actions for you to walk there. And then
Yeah.
Oh, it's true. You do have an action. You're right.
Hell yeah. I climb back up and I bound next to the monster and I attack it in the same turn.
You can't do all that.
I know. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Wait, you fell into the pit, but you didn't take any damage? That's how that works?
Well, I mean, I caught myself.
He does what's called grab an
I caught
edge.
the edge.
And
Yeah.
if you grab an edge, you fall, but you treat it 20 feet shorter, and it's actually 20 feet deep. So because it's 20 feet deep, he takes 0 damage. So he
Well,
basically
so-
That's
holds
also
on.
I haven't fallen. If that's true,
No, you
then
fall in. No, you fall in. You still fall in.
So if you step on a trap, you automatically fall in no matter what.
Well, it's every trap
where
is
did
different.
So no, I have a question. Where did he grab the edge? Did he grab the edge of this trap on our floor? Because what happens is you still take damage from the distance fallen so far. So if he grabs it there, he basically didn't fall almost anywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
At
if I'm
least
at
one hand
0,
free, you grab an
then I-
edge, stopping your fall. If you still take damage from the distance fallen so far, but you treat the fall as if you were 20 feet shorter. See, it's so weird. How does the way it's written? It's like
So here's the thing. So if he falls like say 1 square, right, just to the edge of the pit, he falls 5 feet, 20 feet shorter, 0 feet, takes no damage. But like if you were falling down a shaft and halfway down the shaft there's like an old ladder rung and you could try to grab that, you can grab it. Now let's say you fell 30 feet down the shaft and grabbed the ladder rung, you still take damage as if you fell 10 feet because it's still pretty jarring to like fall a long way and grab this ladder rung. But if you start falling right away and just whoop, grab the edge, it seems like you'd still be up near the top. You would just fall.
This is what I'm going to say. So Mr. Peepers instead grabs an edge, rolls a 22. He does not fall in, but you do grab the edge and now are hanging. So you can spend 1 action to climb out, or you can just be hanging there with the kobold standing over you, which I'm sure will go awfully well. What do you wish to do?
Well, I mean, with my turn, can I do that?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
You spend 1 action to climb out of the pit, and
But
now
I'm not
you are
prone.
not standing. You're not prone. You're just standing next to
Okay.
the pit.
That
But you
makes
still get
sense.
to make an athletics check against the climb DC to get out of the pit.
Do I? I mean, I'm
Yes.
climbing 0.
Yes.
I'm climbing 0 feet.
You can still fall and fail. So give me a climb to just pull yourself up and out.
How about
I'll make it very
you give me
low.
a climb?
It's athletic skill check.
Yeah, it's plus 7. But
That's not bad.
don't you roll that?
No, you
No,
roll
it's
it.
not a secret. You'll know right away whether or not you succeeded.
Yeah, you roll it.
There it is.
Oh! You roll a 1.
I mean, that's
you
an 8.
try to climb out.
It's an 8.
And you
No. That's
fall.
an 8.
You
That's
fall.
not a that's
No.
not a 1. That's an 8.
Yes, it's
an
a
8.
1 plus 7. It's a automatic failure.
Yeah.
Look, it says.
Oh yeah,
it's
hero
covered
point,
in red.
hero point, hero point, hero point. Thank you, hero point.
Action Jackson to the rest.
Hell yeah. We're gonna do a hero point on that one.
But you
I,
roll
I
0
love
now.
that. I love that you're doing a hero point to do a pull up.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead. You spent that hero point. I wanted to see you fall and take the damage. This trap is doing everything in its power to eat you. Come on. Come on.
Can we go back to back on the ones?
It's a hungry.
I mean, I've already rolled the 22 on the trap. I mean, I beat the trap. I mean, it's,
No, you didn't. That was the hang and edge. Well, let's see. 17.
The trap says otherwise.
Doesn't mean
Okay,
anything because I'll need to roll something.
You pull yourself. You pull yourself up. You're done. That trap did everything in its power to suck you in. You know why? Because there actually is candy at the bottom of the trap. You see it now. You're like, oh, maybe I do want to go in there.
Oh,
I
now
need
there's candy at the bottom.
Now
Now that I
yes.
beat it, now
Yep.
there's chocolate and candy.
right.
There's a fruit basket
That's right.
down there. There's everything.
It's a
down
full fruit basket. In fact, you think
an
you
edible
even
arrangement.
see a little bit of wine. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
so
it's nice.
unfair.
Were there actually soft pillows at the
so
bottom?
unfair to Mr. Peepers
Yes.
right now.
Soft pillows and it's got like it's really really tasteful and nice. Mama is up. She has no idea what's going on back there. It sounds like total chaos.
All right. Well, regardless of Mr. Peeper's amazing acrobatics down there, Mama Millicent has a kobold right in front of her, scared though he may be from whatever blither blather Knickknacks was saying, and another kobold nearby who's pretty injured. So let's start with the one right in front of us, shall we? We are going to two-hand katana this little jerk.
Jerk? He's not a jerk. He's a kobold.
Jerk. 14 to hit. Remember, he is frightened too.
Yeah. You hit
Yeah.
and you do how much damage?
10 points of slashing damage.
You cut him in half and he dies.
Yes.
Nice.
And in
All
Draconic
right.
he goes, I was surrendering. and he's like dying as he was trying to surrender. Keep going.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
not try to surrender. trying to
Mama's
attack.
gonna go ahead and move right into the middle of this group of
Wow!
kobolds.
Oh my god! So
Wow!
brave.
Oh my god!
Little kobold spears falling out of
Chris-
her because
Chris,
they're
take
totally
notes.
surrendering.
I'm taking notes. I'm taking mental notes. But she is
Wow.
level 2.
And then she's going to go ahead and swing with her last action. She's going to try and use the brutish shove attack against the one to the south of her, the one that has already been injured. Unfortunately, that's only an 11 to hit, so that'll probably miss.
That misses. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Let's see him bring it on.
Okay. This kobold. He
I'm making myself a target. Go ahead, little kobold. Throw something at me again.
Has flanking on you though.
I didn't actually think of that. Well, I was thinking I was going to get rid of the injured one and not be flanked,
Well,
but
he threw his spear, so he doesn't have a spear.
Does he have a
Mm-mm.
natural attack?
No, he actually does not. Believe it or not. So
Ha! It's like a kobold.
I know. I was like,
It's
he
less
threw
like a
away his
kobold.
only weapon, and so he. Is
I do have a soft spot in my heart for kobolds. They're the ultimate. They are the ultimate underdog.
Yeah, it's true. Them and
He's
goblins.
gonna walk over to try to get his weapon.
he's going to walk over. Oh, well, I'm going to use an attack of opportunity against him.
Nice.
Okay, good thing you only get one of those. Thank God.
20 to hit?
Yeah, you hit,
That's
but you
pretty
only
good.
did minimum damage.
I know. 5 whole points of slashing.
And you hit him, and he's like ah, and he's like walking over to go get his spear. So he walks over, he picks up his spear, which he now
Wait a
has.
second.
Yeah?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Because of the little macros and stuff we're using, I actually did 14 points of damage because the two-handed damage is listed at the bottom, and I'm doing two-handed damage with this thing.
No, you gotta
So it's
say
That's
say
true.
you're doing two-handed damage.
I did at the beginning of the combat. Now, granted, that was one entire pit trap ago, but still.
Yeah, she doesn't have anything in her other hand. So.
No, I'm a two-handed weapon
I
fighter.
don't know these things. You gotta say.
No, it's fine.
I gotta.
She did
I
say
didn't.
Things going on. Okay, so
No, I know
believe
you do. I know you do.
All right, that one dies, so it doesn't get
Yes.
anywhere near there. Yeah.
Dumb kobolds.
All right, well, this kobold laughs as Mr. Peepers almost fell into the trap, and it is going to step back 5 feet, and it had a sling ready, so now it's going to sling at Mr. Peepers. Let's see, at a -2, so that's a 16. What is Mr. Peepers' AC? 18. It misses Mr. Peepers. Wah, wah. And then it just reloads, and its frightened goes down to 1. And then the other kobold goes, the one right next to Mama and Thorgrim. And this one is smarter than the other one. This one realizes what's going on and says something to the kobold next to it. So it's like, "Rah, rah, rah," and takes a step there carefully as he saw his friend just get cut in half. And then he decides to attack Mama with flanking.
Uh-oh.
That's a 15 hit you with flanking.
It does not.
Flanking is +2.
Okay,
Oh, it's -2 to my AC, yeah.
yeah,
Alright.
so you have a 17 AC, so it tries to hit you and it misses, but it's going to go again. One more time. Oh, and it misses. That stinks. Nix Nox is up.
I think their fate is sealed. 5, 10,
That's too many
15,
dead already.
20,
Leave no
25,
witnesses, Nix
30.
Nox.
This is going to be fun. I'm going to use... What's the name of this spell? This is going to be nice and
Fireball.
dramatic. No. Electric Arc. I'm going to Electric Arc around Mama Millicent, so it hops from the green one to the tan one.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep, it's automatic, so just press the button.
Yep. So it's
Nice.
and then they do saves, right?
So they do saves to see if they get hit or not. And the first one fails, the purple one.
Oh, it's a cantrip too, huh?
Yep. And the second one fails. So they both fail, and they take 7 points of electricity damage each.
Nice.
So the orange one dies horribly. And the green one just takes 7 points of damage. And it does not look good, because that was a lot of damage.
All right.
You
So
Forgot
for-
how
action
bad they
left.
smelled.
and for my last action, I shoot a glare at him and say, "You should have surrendered when you had the chance."
Oh my god, you're just being mean.
That's right.
Is that intimidation?
Yeah, it's that intimidating glare I got.
Okay, roll
I demoralize him.
the wow. You guys, that demoralizing is really good. You critically succeed again. So that one is critically
It's good if I roll
demoralized.
well. Rolling well is the key.
I know, you rolled a 23. I mean, you've rolled in like the high 20s every time. Nella is
that
up.
is my best skill. It's a +7 on that.
Nella's up.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do a produce flame on. I mean, Millicent seems like she's got things in hand, whereas Peepers just kind of fell into the pit. So I'm going to hit the one to my right.
Don't forget about Thorgrim. He's over there helping.
It's
Oh,
so-
hey, didn't see you there, Thorgrim.
it's really
It's a good thing. It's a good thing you said that because I had forgotten about Thorgrim.
Well, I'm
Everyone-
I'm dead last in the initiative round, or second to last, I should say.
Wait, which one are you attacking? Are you attacking the purple one?
Purple. Sorry, purple.
Okay, so that's 30 feet away. So you roll a 19, and that hits, and 7 points of fire damage. It is a little bit on fire, and it does not look good. It looks almost dead. What do you do?
That's pretty much. I'm not sure there's much point to moving, so I don't have any more. I don't have any like one action.
Can you cast Produce Flame twice, or it takes 2 actions?
It's a 2-action cast.
Two
Yeah.
actions.
All right, I guess I'm just done.
Thorgrim,
All
almost
right,
everyone's
I
dead. You
gotta
got
sh-
one.
I gotta
You
try.
got one left over here. Are you gonna try to kill it? Oh,
I'll
look at
move over
that.
there.
Look at that.
And I will attack.
What a hero!
Are you flanking? Wow, what a
I'm
hero!
flanking.
Everyone's coming to. You know what? Let's
It looks
see.
like I miss.
You roll a 10, and it's demoralized. Sorry. and
Oh
fight
shoot,
a
that's
2.
actually a 13. That's
Oh, did someone mess up their
It should be
roll?
+7,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know
It's
if I
a-
should allow you
I
that
see a
or not.
10. I
I
see a
see a
10. I don't
10.
know what
see
you
a
guys
10
are
too.
talking about. I
Someone's
see a
giving me
10.
a lot of crap
I see a
about having the
10.
rolls wrong. It sure is easy to get these rolls wrong, isn't it,
it's
Chris?
a 13. I dreaded that I put
Uh-huh,
the wrong number, and I knew that I was going to hear shit.
Uh-huh.
But
you
it is
do
a 13.
And its
Okay.
AC is -4.
It is -4, so you managed to hit it after initially thinking you missed it. So give
Good.
me the damage.
The damage
pulling
is
a Noah.
+4.
It doesn't matter. It only had 1 hit point left. So you kill it. It's dead. And you actually have 1 action left. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to raise my shield.
There's nothing near you.
But you never know.
You never know.
Zombie
I don't know what's up
kobolds.
north. You never know. I gotta be
Mr.
better safe than sorry.
Peepers, do you jump in the pit and get the chocolates? Or do you try to kill this kobold warrior who's
No.
right next to you?
You know what? Mr. Peepers does not raise his shield. He's going to take a 5-foot step and attack.
He hops over the corner where the oh man, 21 hits the 6 points of damage.
You finished it.
It's a typical Mr. Peepers turn.
And it's dead. And combat is over. All
Hello.
5 kobolds have swiftly been killed. They are all dead.
I believe I have one more action. I'm going to search that monster.
Wow. Okay.
Like in initiative before anyone else gets a chance.
Yeah, exactly.
Immediately
Exactly.
goes it like a
Exactly.
shark with blood in the
Yeah.
water.
Exactly. You
Oh
see
my
the
God.
Feeding
slides?
frenzy.
While there's droplets of blood still airborne, have not landed, those little fingers are finding their little purchase.
You find a potion.
I so have no idea what that is. So I show the party.
You literally rip through its belongings and you find the little potion on it. And you're like, haha.
I mean, what kind of check is that?
for a potion.
Yeah, potion.
It's just
Like
detect
arcane?
It's just detect magic. It's standard detect magic. that's all.
If you don't have detect magic, just in case.
Cultism, maybe? Arcana? Religion?
It's whatever. Yeah, anyone can do
I
it.
have Arcana.
Almost
I could read his aura.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm doing Arcana. I've got +4 in Arcana, and I'm rolling it.
Can he do it if he doesn't have? Can anyone detect magic? Or
as long as they've
identify?
trained in the skill, they can do
You
it.
have to be trained, though. Are you trained? I will see.
I am trained in Arcana. Yes, I'm not
I'm
trained
looking.
in Society, but I am trained in Arcana.
You are trained in Arcana. You are.
Oh yeah!
Yeah,
I
you
do not
look
lie.
at it and you say, "Oh, I know what this is. This is a minor healing potion."
Oh, there you go, guys. Cha-ching.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Millicent is going to pull out her med kit and start patching herself up, or at least trying to. Yep, that should do it. 11, no change.
I will heal you for 6.
I'm not really interested in dwarves, so...
This is the power of Iomade.
Whoa. I mean, I
Iomade.
figured it was the power of Callistria when you said you're going to heal me for, what you said, but,
Take these blessings of Iomade. And I do my thing.
Yeah, keep your pants on. Keep your pants on.
All this chainmail. I actually should heal myself, too. And then I'll start doing my praying for 10 minutes.
Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to do the 20% mischance for anyone who doesn't have dark vision or low.
But I thought people brought in lights. I thought people were talking about turning the Wayfinder on and stuff.
Yeah, we never did, though.
No one
Oh,
did.
I just assumed that happened.
Nope, that did not.
I had dark vision, though.
I know.
If
I
you, have
think
low
everyone
light,
can
if you have low light vision, though,
everyone can
don't.
see except
Hey.
Mama.
Hey, where'd that Wayfinder go?
Here, you could take a look. I give it to you.
Yeah, let me see that. She
Take that.
puts it around her neck, and she's like, "Where's that little?" And she's inspecting it, and she sees a little like command word somewhere on it. I assume etched or something. And she'll use the one action command to light it up. So now she has light.
Does it still do that?
It does.
Yeah, it sure does. One action.
It's about the only thing it does. I mean, you can put an ion stone in it, but I don't know if it comes with one already.
It does not. Not unless
And it
this
is
one did.
and it is a compass.
It is a compass, so
Mhm.
and it is a it shows your status or something, right? It's like a somewhat of a status symbol among adventurers.
Well, specifically
Yeah.
among Pathfinders, it is like
Right.
the symbol of the Pathfinder Society.
Yeah,
It's bling. It is cool bling.
I bet we can buy one.
So there we go. I actually gave Mama Millicent light so she can actually see light now, which will be interesting.
Oh, cool.
So
After I pray, I'll search these other bodies.
last we left off, you managed to find Diggins Rest, a 5-story tower, which you charged into, found the homeowners, which was a lovely kobold family. You murdered them all. So, home intrusion, I don't know what you're doing, but okay, whatever. Mr. Peepers thought he saw dessert and candy at the bottom of a pit and almost fell in, but he didn't. So now you're standing around the first floor of this tower. Mama Millicent has her light out because it's kind of dark in here. There's 5 dead kobolds, a large pit in the floor, and someone, whoever was the most valiant and heroic last time, gets an extra hero point. Who shall that be? Last time it was Nella, but this time I'm trying to remember because it's been a little while. Who was the most valiant in this fight?
It was probably a
Who-
dwarf.
Who
Probably.
deserves that extra hero point? I'm wondering. Now, Nix Knox did absolutely nothing in
He
that
deserved
fight.
He was reluctant. He was
whatsoever.
reluctant.
That's not true. I debuffed left and right.
He did
Like I
nothing.
debuffed half of them. Very
You
like,
intimidated them.
not
yeah.
not insignificantly.
That's
Nella was jumping around. Mr. Peepers actually took one for the team and almost fell in a pit because he kind of went a little crazy.
Certainly the most dramatic journey in the first part of the adventure.
That's true. Thorgrim, who remembers? And Mama Millicent's just a monster. She has that katana. She has this gleaming katana covered in gore and kobold.
How
Can you
call
can
her
you
a
give?
monster?
That's great. She was murdering them while I was calling for their surrender. I was
Can you give the hero point to the weapon
We
itself?
mean you no harm. You should surrender as one of them loses their head.
I know. Right, the weapon itself should get the hero point, but you know what? I think Mr. Peepers gets the hero point because he charged in recklessly and found the trap the old-fashioned way by setting it
Oh
off.
God, you're just going to encourage him.
Yeah, I won't argue with that because I have no memory of what happened the last time we played.
I
so-
remember you did not do much. You snuck in.
He used his hero point because he almost fell in the pit, and
That's
he had
true.
to use a hero
Oh,
point
that's
to
right.
save himself.
Oh, yeah.
So-
yeah.
Mr. Peepers, you're now back up to 1 hero point from 0.
Okay, I'll take it. No, I need it.
And you also found a minor healing potion, and well, I don't know what else you want to do. This room.
No,
is-
we
Did
didn't
we
look at the rest of
search
the bodies,
them?
so-
I don't think
No,
we
you didn't
searched
do
them.
it.
No, we didn't search them. We
You
didn't
didn't
Yeah,
do
let's
anything.
All right,
search.
so
Well,
I'm gonna.
actually, you did search them. They have slings and spears for small people, if you want those.
I'm gonna lay on hands, heal Mama Millicent, and then wait 10 minutes and heal myself.
What does
Okay.
let's see, let me do it.
Well-
Sling.
I was gonna say, Mama Millicent is only down 2 hit points though.
Yeah, I mean I'm only down 4, but why not? It's I can keep doing it.
4. It might as well be
Okay.
5,000.
I mean, yeah, I don't like ever being below max.
I
alright.
could be wrong, but I have a memory that the reason why you're only down 2 is because you did that already. Like I thought you didn't do that.
Possibly. But I can keep doing it. Like every 10 minutes I can do it.
All right, play the tape.
I'm not sure, but just reset yourself. Just spend the 20 minutes healing up, giving everyone 6. Mama goes up to 6. I saw her heal up.
All right.
Thorgrim, you can give yourself 6. Don't forget
Oh, yeah, I
everyone's
forgot
in
that we do
charge.
it ourselves.
Yeah, everyone's in charge of their own hit points, their own hero points, and their
Okay,
own
that's
armor
cool.
class.
I like that.
I don't
I
do
like
that
that.
anymore.
I like
I do watch you. However, to make
Yes,
sure
you
you're
should.
doing it
As well you should,
correctly.
especially Mr.
That's
Peepers.
right. That's right, Mr. Peepers. What a joke. Anyhow,
He's always up to no good.
he is up to no good.
I'm looking up sling to see if I it does 1 to 6. Yes, I'll take one of those slings. Is there bullets
Oh
along with
my
that?
God!
It's
Yes,
1d6.
there's bullets.
Yeah, we'll take them.
Oh.
Ching 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 ching.
That doesn't mean you can't go into melee, by the way, just so you know.
Does as much damage with the sling as my melee.
Yeah, but I need you in combat to draw attacks.
Yeah, I'll be the last person. I'll be taking all the hits from behind.
All right. I think we're ready to advance.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, I'm
Oh
going to.
no, I definitely want. No, I'm taking the sling. Definitely a sling.
Oh, I know. I'm putting it
Yeah.
in. I'm adding it
Okay.
to your attack. So let me
Right.
just add.
You're
it
probably
to
going to
your
have to buy
attacks.
it later, right?
Yeah, sure.
Well, he can use.
I mean,
it
a
for now.
sling is, jeez, it's a shoestring. It's literally
It's
a
the worst. It's
shoestring
literally the worst
budget
weapon.
is what it is. It's not the worst. It doesn't do 1 to 4. It does 1 to 6. That's why I took it.
You should think about a bow, maybe.
No.
Katana.
Oh, that'll do.
Ooh, if you can get one.
Yeah, if I could wield it.
You can't wield. You're not able to wield martial.
Too
law.
uncommon for me.
Okay, I need like 30 more seconds. So talk amongst yourselves while I put in Mr. Peeper's sling.
I'm
so
trying,
I
to,
was saying
I'm trying to
before-
figure out how to put my hero point in.
Mr. Peepers.
Oh,
I already did it.
uh,
Does anyone know how to craft things?
Yes,
Yes.
Is the person who knows how to craft things the dwarf?
I know how to craft blacksmith things.
Oh. Anyone else know how to craft things? I was hoping someone could move the potency crystal I have from my maul to my katana, because holy cow, this thing's dynamite.
Does that require an extra feat though?
No, I think it's just a
That
craft check to like
Just craft
attach,
checking?
or maybe you just
Alright.
have to be trained to do it. There might not even be
Is
a
that
check.
a 1 hour thing?
I am
No, I think
trained in
it's 10
craft.
minutes.
If trained in craft does it, I have trained in craft.
Craft
I
what?
don't know what it is.
Like crafting skill.
Isn't it
skill
specific
of
though?
Crafting. No,
No.
The tools are specific, and the formulae are specific.
I am not trained in crafting, so I'm
Oh
with
right,
no
I
help.
see.
All right, Mr. Peepers, you have a sling.
Is the hero points in this browser thing?
Oh my God, I'm going to kill you. Click on your character. You see the little circle where it says 1? That's where the hero point is. You just type in the circle. That's how you.
Oh,
increase
I
or
already
decrease
have.
your thing.
Okay, all right.
I already gave you
Okay.
one. There you go. All right.
Oh, well,
Actually, it
that's-
just says you must use a repair kit.
I have a repair kit.
Oh, okay. Well, then anyone can do it. Yeah, it doesn't say you have to be trained. It just says you have to use.
So
it
I have to
with
make a
character.
roll for that?
No, it just
Well,
a
it
fix a
uses the
talisman,
craft.
exploration, manipulate.
Mhm.
You spend 10 minutes of fixing a talisman, do an item. There's no
Yep.
roll mentioned.
I can do that for you.
Oh, thank you.
You are quite welcome.
Now I have a potency crystal on the awesome katana.
Wow. I
What's the
think
potency crystal do?
crystal with the light is making her a beacon for attacks. We shall say.
No, it should be fine.
It's a +1 and an extra damage die.
Oh my god. Extra damage die?
Yeah.
Forever?
For
For
one
the-
round.
For 1 round. I'm
For
sorry.
the entire round, yeah. It's good
Oh,
on a
for
round
one
where you're going to be
round.
like, I'm going to make 3 swings now. Boom, boom, boom.
That's cool. I did one.
Okay. Okay. What do you want to do? You're in this room. You've been spending a lot of time moving things and healing. Mr. Peepers is like using the sling, getting the hang of it. There's a large
Stairs here,
pit.
yes?
There's stairs on both sides, correct?
While we spend a lot of time waiting for Thorgrim to keep getting lay on hands back, Mama Millicent's going to spend her time searching around the room, looking for hidden caches of treasure. You know, and all
all
that.
right. Show me where you're going.
Well, I'd probably start in the back of the room because that's where I was, and then I would make my way to the forward of the room. I think I have at least 20 minutes, so I should be able to make a couple perception checks.
Show me where you're going. What you're doing.
I just did.
So that's it. Okay. You don't find anything. I mean, if
You
you're
want
only
me to
doing
move
those
on
two-
every square area of the room?
I kind of want to see where you're going. Yes.
Yeah, there's traps in here, so be careful. I'm going to be
Those
doing.
are the things I'm looking for.
Oh, okay. I'll
No, no,
Maybe just describe a like a search sweep. You know,
Alright.
like
Mama
from the upper
Millicent.
left corner to going clockwise.
Yeah, Millicent, being the ex-law enforcement officer that she is, knows how to do a sweep for contraband and for evidence. And so she is going to carefully look around this room, spending the 20 minutes doing a double search, doing 2 seek actions, double search in the room to see if there's any contraband or evidence or clues that might have been hidden or smuggled from us, or any booby traps that might have been left by these kobolds.
Actually, I have a quick add to that. Can we tie a rope to Mama Millicent and keep it semi-taut that if she actually does step on another pit or something, we can have a chance to prevent her from falling in?
If you have rope.
I thought I have like a standard
rope.
adventurer's kit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not very strong, so I don't know that I'd have a great chance, but I'd be willing to do that.
I like the idea of Mama Millicent falling with a couple dwarves and a halfling being pulled right in behind and a goblin. We really don't have a lot of weight.
If I fall in, I'm letting go of the rope. But
Yeah, go ahead and catch all 6 feet, or it'll be fine.
Do you go to this square, Mama?
I mean, at some point, probably, yeah.
So, do you go to all the squares? That's what I'm asking. Do you go to
Yeah,
every square?
she's searching the room. She's using the exploration action search.
Okay. As she gets to that square, she also feels the square in the northwest corner. She also feels a wooden trapdoor that covered a pit open up underneath her feet. So you can do the catch and edge to try to not fall in.
So what you're saying is I didn't see it.
I did 2 perception checks,
Ooh.
and you rolled a 14 and a 16, and you needed an 18.
Yeah, it sounds about right. All right, reflex save it is. 23.
That is more than enough to catch the edge and not fall in.
Whew. I will pull myself up and be like,
Watch that first step.
it's a doozy.
Is there
Yep.
anything in the bottom of the pit there? We
Candy.
almost had candy at the bottom of our pit.
Oh, it's a huge pit. Oh my god. 10 by 10. Wow.
Yeah, there used to be a pit drawing over by me.
Well, it's black. I just made it dark instead.
So wait, where are the stairs in this room?
The south.
It's by me.
Well, there's one to the
By-
southwest and the southeast.
Oh, I see them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there actually is debris at the bottom of both of these pits.
You want to search? I can lower you down with my rope and grappling hook.
Yeah, that's fine. I think the worst of it, well, it just fell down into the pit, honestly. But might as well check it out.
All right, so let's do that.
All right. We'll start with the one I almost fell into.
Okay, so you lower yourself down into the pit. It's 20 feet deep and there appears to be a little bit of water at the bottom. There's debris. There's some wraps of cloth. There's some wood. That's all you see.
Is there anything shiny,
You don't see anything shiny.
like the Arkenstone?
We need a mage to detect magic.
Nixnox, get over here. Maybe you can detect some magic down there.
Yeah, we got a pit over here too.
I can read auras, but generally just spamming detect magic. No, give me something specific. I can investigate it, but I'm not a metal detector.
All right. Well, maybe next pit.
I'd be happy to be a metal detector, so I'll throw a detect magic down the direction of a pit.
Mama Millicent, do you have anything magical on you?
Yeah, I got a potency crystal and probably some other stuff.
You detect magic.
Well, it's also magic that you were previously unaware of, so
Oh, is that how it works now? I thought
Mhm.
it's just you detect any magic.
that you
don't
didn't
know.
know of before.
Then the Celeste method doesn't work anymore.
It does, because the trick is that you don't know where in that 30 feet it is.
Right.
So if
you
you're
know
like,
it's there, though.
yeah, so if
Something
you're
there.
like 30 feet away from the edge of a
You
room,
can
and
choose to
detect
ignore
and-
magic you're fully aware of, such as the magic items and ongoing spells of you and your allies.
Ah, okay, that's
there
a
you
new
go.
one. Do you do that?
Yes.
You detect magic in the pit.
Nice.
Nice.
We had to earn that, didn't we?
Nice.
Let's
That
find
was
Mhm.
earned. Got lawyers on there.
Okay, I don't know how we're going to narrow it down any further, though, because...
Well, you do it the old-fashioned way. You search. So as she's being lowered down there, she's
Take a
going to get
10.
ready to... What?
Take 10.
I don't think there is take 10.
Doesn't exist.
Take
She's
20.
going to search around in the debris, see if she finds anything especially noteworthy. Something less debris-like than the rest of it.
The only thing you notice is that the strips of cloth that are used to tie the beams and debris appear to be in much better shape than the rest of the...
Oh. Next Knox. You hear that?
All right, I can investigate that object, so, and let me go take a look at those suspiciously intact. What are they? Leather ties? What is it?
Cloth.
Cloth?
strips.
Cloth strips? All right, let me
Yeah.
look at those cloth strips. All right, so I tried to read the auras on the cloth strips. I focused on the targeted object, I opened my mind to perceive magical auras.
Nice.
When the casting is complete, you know whether the item is magical, and if it is, I learned a school of magic.
Hmm.
Your third eye is open.
And that takes a minute. That takes 60 seconds. And I do it from 30 feet away.
Nice.
Okay, you do it from 30 feet away, and you believe that those are transmutation magical wraps of some sort.
They are transmutation magic. There's transmutation magic on those wraps. What
Well,
does that
I
mean?
figured they were rags. Well, I guess I'll bring them up then. So she'll pick them up and stuff them in her pouch and keep on searching, I guess.
Okay, you search the rest of the room, and there's nothing else of note, and you don't fall into any other holes in the ground.
And nothing in the other pit either, I guess.
You didn't say you did anything in the other pit.
Yeah, there's another
Let's check
pit
the other
over
one.
here.
So I already got the rope around me. Might as well just lower me down into this one too.
Yep.
Looks like the same as the pit in the northwest, although there appears to be no nice wraps of cloth in this pit.
Yeah, while she's down there searching, she'll leave the wraps up top for someone to look at and see if they can figure out what
All
they
right,
do.
I will continue to look at them using my trained arcane knowledge to identify magic.
Okay.
And Nella maybe could look and do another detect magic in this pit, just in case. something
Sure.
else.
Nella does detect magic. There's nothing in the pit that is magical. Nixnox spends 10 minutes studying, and he figures out that those are +1 hand wraps used by monks for making your unarmed attacks work like magic weapons.
Cool.
Oh, who does unarmed attacks?
No one in this group.
No.
Everyone, I guess.
The monk that
Well-
I'm not using in this adventure.
Okay.
Still, that's good though. Unlocks
Yeah,
that.
very good. Yeah, hey.
Never know.
why not?
Well, that was also worth 2 treasure bundles, so if you missed it, you would have lost 2 treasure bundles worth of stuff.
Yeah.
If you
Oh
lost
yeah,
track.
we need treasure bundles.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to
Everyone.
make any roll to do this maneuver? Go around that corner?
No,
Okay.
Are those the ones that go up, or do they go down? Or they both?
they
go up?
both go down. They both go down. They're just
Okay.
the way the map
I'm gonna
is.
peep. I'm living up to my
Oh,
namesake.
Peepers is on the move. Let's
I'm
get going.
peeping.
You,
I
you
guess it's
just
time to
see-
go.
You just see them going. Actually, I'll say one goes down, but it's blocked by debris and a cave-in, and one goes up. And the one that Mr. Peepers is on is the one that goes up.
All right, let's head out. Everyone ready?
Do I see any more? Or it's a different map, probably. Yeah.
Gather up.
Teleporting.
Let's try not to kill everyone we come across, maybe.
But if we do, let's give them the chance to surrender as we kill them.
It's just if they're evil.
What do you mean? They're just little lizardy rats.
Agreed. They're vermin.
Spiral staircases leading to this room converge, opening up into a barren stone room. You see to the south, well, a 20 by 20 square room. It then leads to the east to another room, you believe.
All right, I've got my sling ready, and I'm detecting traps.
I have my trident drawn.
I get my staff ready.
Oh yeah, ready to fight. Katana at the ready.
Okay, Mr. Peepers is looking around, doesn't see anything, although now you go around the corner, you see another 20 by 20 room to the east, nearly identical to the one you're currently in. However, this one leads off to the north.
I tell them, it's safe.
Clunk clunk. It sure is.
As Mr. Peepers goes into the room, he sees a room to the north. This room gives off strange eldritch glow through the open doorway, and you see colorful runes on the floor.
This is super cool. I'm loving the Fog of War.
I love it too. I absolutely. It's totally like, it's immersive. Really. I mean, it's awesome.
It really is.
You can see Mr. Peepers.
Oh, now I can. Yeah. But I wasn't getting. Yeah, like now I'm getting updates when I move my character.
All right, hold on. I know.
Actually,
Well, because you don't
no.
have life. Hold on. All right, now you can see low light. All right. This is what happens. You see in front of you a room 20 by 30. On the floor, you see strange eldritch runes, red, blue, and yellow. They are emitting a strange glow. Past this room, the hallway continues to the north and then to the west. What do you do?
Religious knowledge check for the runes. Trained, of course.
Okay.
I'm a thief.
The religious knowledge check. You have no idea. These runes have nothing to do with religion whatsoever.
All right, I tell everybody that.
Perhaps
up.
they have to do with the occult. I'm gonna take a look.
Ugh.
I'm gonna take a look of my occult lore.
Cultism. Well, you're not completely sure. They obviously are magical illumination runes.
Oh,
What
if they're
they-
arcane, I got that too.
I rolled both. Your arcana is way lower than your occultism. You're not exactly sure what they are. They could be anything.
Wait, my
but
arcana and my
probably-
occultism are exactly identical.
It's what I rolled.
Oh, okay.
I mean, just to complete the match set, I'll try nature, but I'm skeptical about that.
I have a macro that rolls every skill simultaneously for you. That way I don't have to do it 100 times. Okay, occultism. Arcana. Okay, Nella is convinced. She knows what these runes are. She is completely convinced that this at one point was used as a sort of almost like a scanner to make sure that the people were entering were like I don't know, not carrying like magic weapons or armor with them. That's sort of like the first part of the room, like the downstairs was like the entranceway. But then to go into the latter parts of this tower, you had to go through this room and it would do like a magical metal detector. And that is what this is. Whether or not it still works and what that causes, you don't know. Who knows?
Do we have to take off our shoes?
A magical metal detector that might prevent you from doing fun things.
Do we have to leave our water flasks behind?
Wow.
It looks like a trap.
Fascinating. I am fascinated.
However, as you are clunking around, everyone's studying the runes, you see movement up from the north.
No!
Roll for combat!
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, Tales from the Black Lodge. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember to check for traps.